Before we start, I'd like to apologize for the fact that you are gonna have to listen to this crappy text-to-speech for the duration of the video. I'll use my real voice eventually, just not now. If you're watching this, I'll assume you play War Thunder. And since you play the game, you probably have a ton of issues with it. I know I do. That's why I made this. I'll start with my issues and how I think it could be fixed. Then I'll talk about issues that you guys commented under a community post. Let's be honest, this game is pretty repetitive, especially top tier air realistic. You take off, climb if you want, fire a few missiles, hope they hit, die, repeat. Low tier is a little better, but not by much. At least in low tier, it's not down to who has the better lock or missile. It takes actual skill. Not saying top tier doesn't take skill, just not as much. Especially with top tier ground. Play one game, and you'll see why. Russia is basically a point and click simulator. The best way I could say Gaijin could fix the repetitiveness of the game is more game modes. At the time of me making this, the 80th anniversary of D-Day is tomorrow. An Invasion of Normandy game mode would be a blast. Capturing zones as you advance past the beach and into France, kind of like Gaijin's other game, Enlisted. Remove them. Problem solved. No, I'm not talking about the level 10 F for S that died before he made it to the base. I want to talk about the big boys. The B-29s, PE-8, and Lancasters. The ones that will win you a game. Or at least should. This is a pretty complicated topic for me to cover in the few minutes I have. So just click on the link I have in the top right corner to a video made by a different person that goes into better detail. The best way I think it could be fixed. Giving bombers a durability buff. I've survived worse in a pre-World War II biplane than the B-29. Also down tier the B-29. Why the heck is it at 7.3? It's funny how when I get to this segment, I start spawn camping in the gameplay. Just thought I should point that out because I find it kind of funny. Everyone hates a spawn camping team. This isn't as much of an issue with World War II era vehicles because it's more counterable, but at least 40% of my top tier games end in spawn camping. My best idea on how it could be fixed is either longer spawn protection or making the enemy's tank crew slowly take damage. I don't see Gaijin ever fixing this issue, at least not anytime soon. Alright, I'm just gonna list off what I want. Jumbo 75 goes to 5.3, Jumbo 76 goes to 6.0, M18 goes back to 5.7, R3T20 goes to 5.3, B29 goes to 6.7, F for C goes to 9.7 or 9.3. F for E goes to 10.3 or 10.0. I'd settle for 10.7. F16 goes to 11.7. AIM-9 AILs are useless at 12.0. PO2 goes to 13.0. The PO2 is too OP, and that's about it. The stock grind might be the worst part of this game. I don't really have to explain it. My best proposal to fix it is to give spare parts for free, the G-suit for free, and the extinguishers for free. Jets are basically unplayable without a G-suit, as are tanks without spare parts. So, he had a lot to say. I'd make a Star Wars intro scroll meme, but I couldn't find a good way to make it. Well, I guess we'll start. Situation of USA top tier. Leak classified government documents. In actual seriousness, remodel the Abrams turret. Down tier the IP-M1 to 10.7 and folder it after the regular M1. HSTV with remodeled gun. 5-shot loader. M770 for equivalent round. 1 sec reload. M1A to 11.3. Remove clickbait. Put the HC into the other Abrams column. Add M8 to 9A for do. Add do armor. Give Abrams something to simulate the Kevlar layer it has under the ceramic. No, not a spall liner, but something. Fix how the shells perform against Russian tanks. Make the turret ring not so blatantly unmodeled. I'm carrying on a bit, but bear with me. Is real. Add more IFVS and SPAA. Fix how the ordering of vehicles is. Get rid of the spot on the Merkava that is literally open to the air. Make the Merkava armor on the turret correct. Make the 7C correct. Italy, just do something. France, again, just fix it. Russia, not even gonna start. Germ, honestly, not much. Maybe a couple of things could be remodeled. Bring the Class 3P back. Don't add the 2A4M. Britain, maybe don't make the ammo layout so that the shells fill the entire hull before the turret rack. More high-tier IFVS. Don't give us more Indian stuff that's actually Russian. Sweden, nothing much. Just don't add any more premiums to it. China, please don't add a top-tier Chinese premium. It's just gonna be the T-80 UK all over again. Japan, not much. Maybe some more low-tier tanks that could be added. I hate getting sent to face the T-90M after getting a 5-kill game in my M26, or trying to grind the new Churchill in my Shermans and facing Tiger IIs. I don't care if it's historically accurate. If the game was historically accurate, then the 2S38 would be at 11.7 or the R3 at 8.0. Say it's a skill issue if you want, but the Panthers are bad enough. The way Shermans fought the Tiger IIs won't happen in War Thunder, because War Thunder is every man for himself. So I say, just remove up tiers and down tiers, or at least make it so you can only go up or down 0.3. We all know fixes to these issues will likely never happen. But if it's brought up, maybe something will change. Nothing will change on its own though. We are gonna have to bring our complaints to Gaijin, even if we know it won't be fixed. If you guys want, I can make a part 2, because I have way more to talk about, but not enough time in this video. Maybe I'll have a better text-to-speech too.